Hola muchachos, ¿qué tal? Buenos días, aquí tienen el horario para hoy, miércoles el 5 de marzo. Learning target for today is to be able to discuss future plans and how to prepare for a job interview. Our warm-up is Actividad 8, un anuncio en la página 129. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. 129, un anuncio. Y tienen unas preguntas acerca de este anuncio. This is a job offering. Based on the information provided here, indicate whether these statements are lógico or ilógico. Para obtener este puesto, hay que ser abogado. In order to obtain this position, one must be a lawyer. According to what's required, is that lógico or ilógico? Un aspirante antipático no debe solicitar este puesto. A mean or, how would we say, unkind applicant shouldn't apply for this job. ¿Es that lógico y ilógico? Para obtener este puesto hay que ser bilingüe. In order to obtain this job, one must be bilingual. ¿Cierto o falso? Lógico y ilógico. El horario es flexible. The schedule is flexible, lógico y ilógico, and no se ofrecen beneficios. Benefits are not offered. Is that logical or illogical based upon the information provided in that announcement? We will then shift our attention to una aspirante despistada, which is on pages 130, 131. You have the script that goes along with it. You have some key terms and concepts in the glossary there. And then using those, knocking out activities 1, 2, and 3 to gauge your comprehension, both listening and reading. Olga Lucía está nerviosa porque hoy tiene un aumento de sueldo, pay increase, una videoconferencia o una entrevista de trabajo, a job interview. Which one of those applies according to the video? Olga Lucía le da su currículo a la recepcionista. What wouldn't call curriculum, I'd say resume, curriculum. Curriculum would be resume. Who does she give it to? The resume from her university, de la universidad, de la oficina de abogados, the law office, or the receptionist from la agencia de arquitectos. Where is this receptionist from? Excuse me. Olga Lucía presenta un portafolio, una solicitud. Solicitud would be a job offering, and un anuncio is a job advertisement. En el futuro, Olga Lucía quiere ser abogada, lawyer, fotógrafa publicitaria, PR photographer, o científica. Olga Lucía va a saber el resultado de la entrevista ¿cuándo? When is she going to find out the result of the interview? El mes que viene? Next month? La semana que viene? Next week? O mañana? Olga Lucía podrá continuar. She will be able to continuar con sus estudios porque el trabajo al que aspira es de media jornada, half time, jornada completa, full time, asistente legal is a legal assistant. Number 2, who amongst these 4 characters, Manuel, el amigo de Olga Lucía, la personaje principal, portero, the gentleman working the front desk, or la ejecutiva, the executive. ¿Estás lista para la entrevista? No hay de qué, no problem, no hay problema. Puedes trabajar y estudiar al mismo tiempo. ¿Sabes en dónde quiera la oficina? Quiero ser fotógrafa publicitaria y tienes las cualidades que estamos buscando. You can go back into the script on pages 130 and 131 to determine or check your answers. And then don't forget about that glossary of key terms and concepts. And then finally, actividad 3, la entrevista. La entrevistadora felicita a Olga Lucía por su portafolio. Does this go first, second, third, fourth, or fifth? You need to indicate the order of these events chronologically. Manuel lleva en carro a Olga Lucía a la entrevista. Olga Lucía le da su currículum a la recepcionista. Valentina entrevista a Olga Lucía y Olga Lucía dice que puede estudiar y trabajar al mismo tiempo. Activity 4 we're going to do in class on Friday, but for the time being I want to pause and give you guys an opportunity now to work on your dialogues in class. This is in reference to the chapter that we just finished, lesson 3, which is on adjective clauses, nosotros commands, and then use of the verb estar with past participles to describe, as an adjective, to describe things that have already been done. So, for this assignment, you and a partner are going to work together. You're going to record a conversation which should be done as a video recording. And it should include a minimum of 5 exchanges, 5 back and forths, if you will. You speak 5 times, your partner speaks 5 times, minimum. And essentially what you're talking about is what everybody's talking about, right? Your plans for spring break and what you got going on, and maybe making some plans together. No minimum length for this video, just as long as you include the following elements. And here they are. 3 uses of the subjunctive with adjective clauses. You guys are going to describe where you would like to visit, a place that you guys would like to visit together, a person that you would like to visit with or see, or an activity that you guys would like to partake in. So page 66, you can see whether you use the indicative or the subjunctive, I guess, could depend upon how certain or uncertain you are about this person, place, or thing that you guys want to partake in. Where is it that you want to go? Do you have a place in mind? Who is it that you want to see? Do you have a person in mind? So whatever verbs you'd like to use, there are a few verbs at the bottom of page 67 that are predictable or commonly used for this purpose. And again, this purpose is creating an adjective clause that describes a person, place, or thing that you guys would like to enjoy or take part in during spring break. 3 uses of the nosotros command form to propose activities. This is on page 70 of the textbook. Go back there. So if we go back to page 70 here, page 70 has the nosotros commands. And you guys did this as a warm-up from last week when you were talking about, well, same exact topic, right? Things that you guys wanted to do. I think it was over spring break. It may have been for the weekend. But bottom line, the grammar is the same. The subjunctive, the present subjunctive nosotros form, right, as you can see here on page 70, is what you would use. Whatever the verbs may be, whatever the activities may be, conjugate those verbs in the present subjunctive in the nosotros form. And if you need a refresher, page 14, that's 1-4 of the textbook, walks you through step by step how to create both regular and irregular verbs in the present subjunctive. So running that back, 3 adjective clauses, and that's 3 total, right? Not 3 for you and 3 for your partner, just 3 total. 3 uses of the nosotros command form to make propositions about what you would like to do together during spring break. And then finally, 3 uses of the verb estar with past participles. And that can be found on page 73. And kind of what I had in mind in using these, here you have the past participles and how we create them in Spanish. Very easy, removing the AR, ER, IR endings and then replacing them with your past participle endings. And then we use the verb estar, as you can see in activity 2, to describe something, and in activity 2, describing something has already been done. If you look at activity 2, it says you and your friend are preparing for a trip, just like how you all are doing right now. All of these questions you guys are asking each other, hey, did you do these things to be ready for the trip? You can borrow some of these questions if you want to, or create some of your own questions. Notice how these questions are in the simple past tense, the preterite tense. You guys can go to page 4 of the textbook for a quick refresher of how to create conjugations in the simple past tense. But basically ask each other, hey, lavaste la ropa? Did you do all your laundry beforehand? Firmaste tu pasaporte? Did you sign your passport? Or do you have your passport even? Confirmaste las reservaciones para el hotel? Did you make any plans or confirm any reservations for the hotel? And then you're going to use the verb estar with the past participle, just as you see in the example, to indicate that action has already been done, and you're using the past participle of the verb that's asked in the question. See how firmado is the past participle of the verb firmar. Comprado is the past participle of the verb comprar. Confirmado is the past participle of the verb confirmar. So run back activity 2 that you should have in your notes from a couple weeks back, and that is what you're going to do for that third and final criteria that you guys need to include.